here.
Yeah, we'll see how they go. This is the first match under the new rules.
This is interesting. Kurbanaliev, remember the Rumble on the Rails, he wrestled David Taylor. Actually was pinned by Taylor. He's coming down a weight class. So, and then you have Jordan Oliver. Of course, you know the resume of Jordan Oliver if you're a wrestling fan here in this country.
Yeah, that's interesting to say that. 66 kilos. I believe he was moving up from 60 at the Schultz. So
big jump or big drop.
Quite the weight jumps. Let's see how he does here at 66, as opposed to he did get pinned by David Taylor at Rumble on the Rails there in New York.
He is a junior world champion. See him in quickly trying that. I guess that's why they call it the Russian arm ties. You saw him go right to that 2-on-1 and try and get the first takedown. Nice job of Oliver, though. He's squaring up those hips.
And there he is again. He's on the single leg.
And there it is. Point. So Kurbanaliev with the first points. Now it's 2 points. As again, there it is. The first takedown right there. It's a 2-point takedown. So it's not a scoring error if you're watching with us online here. That is the new rules. 2-point takedown for Kurbanaliev. One of the other rules we didn't mention, Richard, that if there's no scoring in a period for 2 minutes, then there can be a caution initiated. So this, what these new rules, another aspect of these new rules is going to be a lot more action, because if it gets a 0-0, it's kind of like the old ball drop in the sense that the official's got to pick who's been the passive wrestler, and then that person gets a caution.
The good news, of course, came out of Russia. New rules for wrestling around the world.
Our official Rusty Davidson from New Mexico is going to put them back on their feet. Oliver, of course, Richard, runner-up finish at the U.S. Open. How about that field at the U.S. Open? Metcalf and Kellen Russell and Oliver, all three of those guys. Man, the World Trial is going to be some fun in Stillwater next month.
Those rematches.
Definitely positives for wrestling.
So we're halfway through this first period here, a minute and a half down. Be interesting to see their strategies going forward with this 3-minute period. And there's Kurbanaliev with the takedown again.
And working for that gut, but we're going to be out. So Kurbanaliev now 4-0, Richard.
Scoring points.
And you have the 2013 Dave Schultz Memorial Champion, 2012 Junior World Champion. So 4-0, 1 minute to go, and here's Oliver. And again, with these new rules, a takedown worth 2. Got to really pick up the pace if you're Jordan Oliver here, under a minute to go in this first period.
Well, remember, cumulative scoring.
Yep.
So we still have 4 more minutes of wrestling going on.
And what a change. Talk about the conditioning. What that changes, you go from a couple of 2-minute periods, 3 2-minute periods now to basically a 6-minute match, just like you grew up with in your high school days. So it's
Oliver just coming out of the NCAA tournament a couple months ago. He still should be able to manage that. He still has that mindset.
Jordan just won his second NCAA title a month ago out in Iowa, Des Moines this year. Oklahoma State, eyelash away from a national title for John Smith. Penn State held him up right, and there's a nice double.
He's going for the lace.
No signal on the gut wrench, but again, as Richard has alluded to, that doesn't matter. This is a cumulative score, so this is almost like getting that touchdown before the halftime, Richard, and you really cut into the deficit here. I think Oliver's going to be happy to take 4-2 into the break right now.
Yeah, Oliver came out a little sluggish there. Seemed to have caught a little wind going into the second period here. Get to catch his breath. He's adjusted to the new rules now.
And give Kurbanaliev some credit. Now, here's a young man. He flew across country, wrestled in Russia, up a weight against a pretty, I don't know, he's okay, David Taylor. Flies across country 2 days later. This is Jordan Oliver's first match since the U.S. Open. So Oliver, in theory, is pretty well rested, whereas Kurbanaliev has been all over the map the last couple of weeks. So we'll start the second period. Again, cumulative score. Kurbanaliev with the lead. He had 2 early takedowns. Jordan Oliver with that blast double late in the first period. Again, this new scoring rule, 2-point takedowns, cumulative scoring. So don't worry about winning a period anymore. Just win about winning the next 3 minutes. If your Team USA here. Is Kurbanaliev again in on the shot, though. See Oliver trying to heavy on that hip. Nice job by Kurbanaliev here coming out the back door. And there's 2 more.
We actually have a white paddle here. We do not have 3 points down. There it is. So Now we will get the 2 points for the takedown. 6-2 is your score.
Kurbanaliev, he's one of these young guns for Russia, just 20 years old. But boy, you look at the resume already. Junior world champ, Schultz champ, 5th in the Regan, a World Cup champ. He's done all that by the age of 20. Very good things in front of this young man. Jordan Oliver, 2-time NCAA champ. He was also a runner-up last year. Of course, we all remember that amazing match with Logan Stieber. NCAA final. Stieber had one of the real big wins. We knocked off a #1 ranked wrestler from Russia earlier at the Rumble of Worlds. We'll see him, yeah.
Knocked off Upansat impressively as well.
Oliver was 3rd back in the 2009 Junior Worlds. Here's Oliver again on a shot. And here we go, folks. So it's 6-4 now. Coming up on the midway point of this final period. I give both these guys some credit, Richard, for brand new rules. They're not holding back. We've seen 5 takedowns. I give these guys some credit. 10 points. This is exactly what you want to see up your feeler right now. This is what the rules I think were intended for, is action. You can't ask for much better than 6-4. This is a great match to start us out. Headgear problem there for Kurbanaliev. Jordan Oliver wrestles for the Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. Today it's Team USA in this United for Wrestling event here in Los Angeles. It'll be interesting. It's the same amount of time, Richard, with the 6 minutes, but longer periods. So you have to wrestle an extra minute. See how that plays into conditioning for both these guys here today.
There's Oliver on the shot. No takedown yet. Not sure what we have here. We will have 1.
Well, the official signal 2. The Russian coaches are signaling 1, and here may be our first challenge. The Russians say it'd be a 1-point push-out. I think you're right, though, Richard. I don't believe that. Yep, it is 1 point. So Oliver still trails 6-5. Great call, because all the supporting points weren't at down, but it was a 1-point push-out, thus the 6-5 score.
For those of you watching at home, it looks like our graphic here is wrong. It is 6-5, Kurbanaliev in the lead. The time is right. We've got 40 seconds left. But again, 6-5 is your score.
And again, with a takedown worth 2 points, Jordan Oliver, a takedown right now would win it for Oliver. And Oliver picking up the pressure. We talk about the new passivity calls, Richard. No warnings yet. I don't think it's going to happen in the last 15 seconds. So it's going to be on Jordan Oliver. He needs a takedown to win this match right here.
He's coming after it, going to the head. He's in there. He'll get the takedown.
And there it is, with 5 seconds left. Jordan Oliver's going to win a 7-6 thriller. And listen to the crowd.
There you have it.
Wow.
Impressive 7-6.
We got 17 of these today. I don't know. We got 16 more to go. That's a tough act to follow.
There you see Kurbanaliev. He's had a tough week, man. He's coming out. He wrestled tough here.
He wrestled 20 pounds up against David Taylor. Now he wrestles one of the best we have in Jordan Oliver. What a match. Wow. So welcome, Fila, to the new rules. I'd say the change is, I'll give it a thumbs up after 6 minutes.
After one match,
that's pretty good stuff right there.